This video is for someone who's interested in custom hearing aids. We're talking nothing on top of the ear, nothing really in front, just something that goes right in the ear, and that's it. So if you're interested in a custom hearing aid, this video is for you.
And you know what's cool? We're talking about a custom hearing aid that's not just custom, it also comes with a rechargeable battery. Now, custom hearing aids have been around for a long time. Decades.
And we're, more than 2 decades for sure. In fact, I think it was Ronald Reagan that put this ability to program a hearing aid digitally on the map. And he wore a little small custom hearing aid. I think it was about 1998. So yes, they've been out for a long time. It's been around
for a little bit. You know, when we're talking custom hearing aids, what we're talking about is this is made specific to your ear. It's not like an AirPod. It's not like one of these earbuds that you buy with a generic rubber tip. Some of these you can even buy online where they have a little generic rubber tip and it goes down inside of your ear. What we're talking about is a hearing aid that is molded to your ear canal, custom fitted to the shape of your ear, and comes with a rechargeable battery.
That's right. Yeah, so the process of making a custom, hearing device is we put a little small cotton or foam dam down in the ear canal deep to protect the eardrum, and then we use a 2-part concoction. It's like a putty material, and we just put it in the ear canal, and it makes a perfect cast or an ear mold impression. We then, after about 3 minutes, it cures up and it's hardened, and so we can then take it out. We ship it off to the hearing aid company, and they build us a custom-made, tailor-fit, perfectly fit for your anatomy, just for you. It's actually a pretty cool process, right?
It is cool.
Have you ever had it done?
Oh yeah, it's kind of a cool feeling actually to get the ear mold impression made. Yeah. I like it. But the reason we're talking about this today is because the hearing aid company Phonak recently announced they now have a custom rechargeable hearing aid.
And it's their new line.
This Infinio line.
Because they have the new Infinio line, and a lot of times when manufacturers, like big companies like Phonak, they sell custom hearing aids and we can buy them. They're usually like older technology, the technology from last year or even sometimes 4 years ago. But in this case, their new custom hearing aids that are rechargeable are their very latest and greatest technology, which is super exciting.
It's exciting. We've been waiting a while. You might remember we did a video where Phonak launched their new Infinio line in conjunction with their Sphere line.
That's right. The dual chip.
They launched this at the Sphere in Las Vegas, and I had the chance to go. I was invited to the Sphere. We did a whole video about it. It was really cool. And part of the training was they showed us a custom rechargeable hearing aid. And I was way excited about it. And
of course, you should be, because the Infinio chip that's in their hearing devices that sit behind the ear has been wonderful. Yeah. It's been a great device. So now that we can package that for those who don't want anything on top, they want something just goes in the ear, no other pieces, but it's just in the ear, and it's rechargeable. It has the Bluetooth, it has the full Bluetooth, and it can come in different sizes. So if we need a lot of power because you're near deafness or whatever, we can really power that thing up. If you're looking for something as small and discreet as possible, it can go quite small, right? I mean, didn't you do one yesterday?
I just fitted one yesterday on a patient and it went really well. The things that we like about it are that there's nothing up behind the ear, and my patient yesterday had oxygen.
Okay.
Some of you might have oxygen. The tube comes up around the top of your ear. He really didn't want anything sitting up on top of his ear. Okay. He also has a little bit of trouble with dexterity, so a little bit of trouble with the fingers, and he didn't want anything that he had to change batteries on. So what he wanted was something that could go right in his ear, that didn't take a disposable battery, and this was perfect.
Good fit.
So it fit really well. Phonak's not the first company to do these custom rechargeables. Starkey's been doing it for a while. And the rumor on the delay of the launch of the Phonak product was they had some legal problems with Starkey copying their charging port a little too closely. But apparently they overcame that. So Starkey's been out for a little while, and then ReSound has one too.
That's right.
But there are some differences between the Starkey product, the ReSound product, and this new Phonak product.
And first I think we start with Phonak, this new Virto Infinio model. is wonderful because it's smaller than, say, the ReSound product. And even though the ReSound product has really good sound quality and things like that, a lot of people, when they're looking for custom, they're looking for size. They're looking for something smaller. So it's very small, much like the Starkey device. But one thing that really separates it is, number one, the sound quality of this device, I think, is fantastic. It's got a very, very nice sound quality, very easy to use interface with a button on the actual faceplate that you can control different sounds. But it's employing this full Bluetooth signal. It's not low energy Bluetooth, it's full Bluetooth, which means that the signal is going to be a little broader, a little thicker. It's going to have a little better ability to travel, so that if your phone is deep in your back pocket or in a cargo pocket, on your shorts, kind of a length away from your ears, it has plenty of antenna strength to be able to handle that. And so the streaming ability of phone calls, the ability for them to hear you, the ability for you to hear them, the ability to stream music and maybe audiobooks or entertainment things, videos and things like that. I think it's a standout. I think that's its plus, is the Bluetooth, I think, maybe a little superior to, say, the low energy Bluetooth.
I agree. The Phonak is the only company that's employing just traditional Bluetooth. And we're used to that in our lives. We pair our phones to our cars with traditional Bluetooth. We pair our headphones to our phones with traditional Bluetooth. Traditional Bluetooth is what we're used to. But most hearing aids use this low energy Bluetooth.
Yep.
They're trying to conserve battery life. And it does conserve battery life, which is the plus. The minus is the quality of the sound is sometimes not as good. So one real advantage to this Phonak custom hearing aid is that it uses the traditional Bluetooth, unlike Starkey, which is going to use the low energy Bluetooth,
and
which has some positives
that's right.
too.
We'll circle back to that as we test more patients. We're going to find out if this full strength normal Bluetooth with this small custom device, does it allow the patient to stream for the hours that they're boasting? Does it last all day, or are people coming up short because they're doing too much with their phone, things like that? So far, all the testing they've done, and so far our immediate, initial kind of observations we've made. In fact, one of our doctors had a pair made for his ears, gave me the idea that I should have a pair also. So I've got a pair coming. Mine will be here probably in about a week. So we're excited. He's, Dr. Baird, our colleague and partner, he's testing them out right now. So we're going to see how they really do in the real world, are they, track proven type of thing. So we're going to find out some things. What we do know is Starkey with the low energy Bluetooth has no problem with the battery life and battery consumption. And so, that's working well. Do you want to say anything else about the Virto? Well,
I do. I think my last point, and we've touched on it already, it differs from the Starkey in that it has this traditional Bluetooth. It differs from the ReSound product in that it's much smaller. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
The ReSound has a custom rechargeable product, but it's quite large. It sticks out of the ear quite a bit.
We got some work to do on that.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good in the ear, and on many patients. Now, some people it looks okay, but it's quite a large product.
But if you're looking for rechargeable, custom hearing devices that really can do a lot of things and sound great, and you happen to have size, the size of the device really matters to you. I think Starkey and Phonak are going to be the clear winners there.
I totally agree. And then the other difference between the ReSound has a really unique charging case. Their charging case is actually also custom to the hearing aid. So it's kind of cool. It's got a little lid on it. You drop the hearing aid in, and there's a little spot that's carved out that is custom molded to the actual hearing aid. The problem is some people actually have a little bit of trouble orienting it right. It's like a 3D puzzle. You take the hearing aid and you've got to get it in the little spot just right. And if you don't have it seated in there just right,
that is true.
It can be tough. Both Starkey and Phonak use a different system, and it's magnetic. And so when you drop it in, you can almost drop it in from a couple inches away and the magnet just grabs it. So the charging is actually quite a bit easier for both Starkey and Phonak.
More user-friendly, right? Not to use the word dummy-proof, but we like dummy-proof because we're a bunch of dummies,
I like it simple.
We like it simple, and so being able to have it be magnetic like that is great. But rechargeable is important. I think we can touch on this last point maybe, and that is, why are rechargeable custom devices a big deal to us? Well, for several reasons. One is, do any of you want to carry batteries? The answer is no. Number two, once hearing devices started to be able to utilize Bluetooth technology for changing the way your sound is for different environments. So the ability to manipulate sound for your best interest depending on the listening environment you're in. That's a huge plus to being able to have a phone that can be your remote. You no longer have to carry a remote and a phone. Your phone is your remote if you have Bluetooth. So that's a big deal. Secondly, with that rechargeable ability, it's so much better because the battery life is there for you. You don't have to burn through. When you use a non-rechargeable battery and you use it with a Bluetooth phone, it is draining a zinc air battery like you wouldn't believe. It really makes, I mean, people are changing out their batteries every 2 days. Whereas if you have a rechargeable system, it's very user-friendly, it's very convenient. You don't have to carry a ton of batteries in your car, in your wife's purse, and all over the place in the jockey box and things. You no longer have to do that because your batteries should be good all day long. And so it makes this interface and this ability to access Bluetooth and be able to control your device, entertain yourself, watch a movie, take phone calls. It just makes it so much better. So rechargeable is a big deal. And now finally they're making rechargeable custom devices that are more user-friendly and they're smaller and they look better and they still have great sound. So it is something to get excited about.
We get excited about new hearing aids. Yeah. We always do. You can tell we get excited. We're excited to have this new hearing aid in our arsenal, this custom rechargeable Virto Infinio product from Phonak. If you're wearing a custom rechargeable product, we'd love to hear your experience. Do you have a Starkey? Do you have a ReSound? Do you have this new Phonak? Do you have something else? Leave us some comments, leave us some questions. We'd love to interact with you, and thanks for watching.
Okay, everybody, we so appreciate you watching the video today. If you've liked what you've seen, please like it, subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us, but it also means the world to other people who are trying to figure out what's going on with their hearing health. So thank you for watching.